internet. I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake, and this is a show.
Yeah, I know. This is Unpopular Culture. Jake, I know you don't watch this show. I actually don't either. My girlfriend does, though. But I think this is an opportunity to talk about Netflix and an opportunity they have here to stand out a little bit more in the content creation streaming market, which is ever expanding.
I do like the implications here with this story that you're about to tell.
Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, Sense8 is a Netflix original series. I believe it was put together by the Wachowski sisters. I believe they're sisters now, both of them.
It's kind of got a Firefly-esque following to it, where they're very passionate fans. But if you don't get it, you just don't fucking like it.
Right. The premise of the show, just so you know, is there's 8 people. There's these things called clusters, and what that is sort of a hive mind of 8 people. I think it's only 8 people, thus the title, and they all share experiences and memories, and they can sort of jump into each other's bodies when necessary. For instance, there's a scene where, and they're all over the globe, which is part of why they canceled the show. It's very expensive to film, as far as I understand. Like, if a guy in South Africa is getting mugged, you know, a guy in his cluster who knows karate or something from another country.
Were you gonna say karate?
I was gonna say karate. I'm sorry. I was watching SpongeBob earlier. And the karate guy could jump into the body of the guy getting mugged and defend him. You know what I mean? It's a symbiotic relationship where they all help each other, but they're also getting hunted because they're too dangerous. You know, it's one of those things. Also, there's like lots of orgies and stuff. So, I say lots of. I only saw one scene, but. The show got canceled because of the expense, and it just wasn't getting as many viewers. A bunch of the fans wrote Netflix letters and said, hey, give us a finale, please renew it, do something, because we love this show. Netflix said no. Until about a week later, and then Netflix said, yeah, sure. So now Netflix is doing a 2-hour finale to the show. That's great. That's so even
cool.
Though I'm not a fan of the show, I am so happy for those people, because there is no shittier feeling in the world. That's hyperbole. Than being in the middle of a show.
You mean losing your entire family to a tragic house fire is a little bit better than losing the last season of Sense8?
I'm still a little burnt on that rushed Quantum Leap ending. We'll talk later. Anyway.
Fuck.
It's great. It's great that they get an ending to their show in that story. Now, I think this is an opportunity. Netflix, what they should do if they were smart, because the streaming market is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Hulu, I don't know if anyone's tried Hulu lately. I actually think it's getting better. There's an ad-free option I use that's pretty good. Amazon Video used to suck.
Hulu, Amazon, HBO Go.
Right, because I don't have cable. I have Netflix, Hulu, and I have exactly that, actually. I have the
Is
same
it HBO Go or
services.
Now? One of them sucks. Now sucks, right?
I have Now.
Oh, then
Go
I have
is...
Now.
Okay.
I have the one where it's HBO, but you don't have to pay for your fucking cable.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that I have.
Okay. Whichever. I don't.
So,
They should have changed the names a little bit, but yeah.
They should have. You need to show why I should subscribe to your service and not the other ones. And well, I obviously subscribe to 4. That's because I watch a lot of TV and movies. Not everyone does. They might just have 1 or 2. So I think a way Netflix could distinguish themselves is to make a pledge and say, for all of our Netflix original series that we actually make, because bear in mind, some Netflix originals aren't really originals. They're bought and they just own the exclusive rights. The ones they actually produce, make a pledge to say, we will always let the show finish. Even if we don't renew it for another season, we'll give it, if it's like a comedy, a half an hour, episode. If it's a drama, an hour. If it needs it, 2-hour movie like this. I think that would put them ahead and would put a lot of people at ease and more likely to get into Netflix original series while they're airing, as opposed to waiting until they're done. Because I know there are some people who will say, yeah, I heard that show's really good, but I don't want to start it right now. I don't know if it'll finish it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think that's also just really good for the creative process in general. Because think about, like, I don't know, any great series. I always go to Breaking Bad, but let's talk about one that's not finished yet. Better Call Saul, which is getting just praised as fuck, and like you're one of the people that have just been all over it. Season 3 specifically, I guess, is really good. I got to catch up. But if that just got canceled today, and it was a Netflix original, that type of thing gets wrapped up, and that's better than never getting wrapped up, for sure.
Yeah. I would rather have a rushed conclusion than no conclusion, for what it's worth. I don't like the finale to Quantum Leap and how it ended on that fucking text. It ends on text that misspells the main character's name. Anyway. So Netflix, I would suggest you to, this is a short episode, I'm aware of that, but I just think it's a really good idea. Netflix, I know you're never going to see this. I know no one pertinent is ever going to see this, but I want to put that idea out there. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of it, but someone maybe. It'll be carried on the winds of fortune, and someone will hear it that needs to hear it. I don't know. So, I guess that's it. Until next time, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
Holocaust. Holocaust is the actual, like, worst experience. Now, if there was television at Auschwitz and they got the Quantum Leap finale, fucking, I'll walk myself to the chambers. I don't even care.